Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Rooster Stone Show. Boo, boo, boo. I'm Mo. This is my dear friend, Tony Mack. Loving to have you here today, buddy.
Great to be here finally. Long time coming.
Yeah, man, it sure has. So, we're going to talk to you a little bit today about a new show idea that Tony came up with, and I absolutely love it. We call it B-Side Favorites. We're going to take a famous album or a famous group and tell you some songs from the album or group that you may not be familiar with. It kind of got tucked under, got slid in the back, and is kind of just hanging out there. But it's a great song that people might have missed. We love doing this kind of stuff, and I love this show idea, Tony. So let's kick it off, man. Can you give us your first song?
Yeah, let's go. I'm going to start off with in 90s. 90s are very cool because it's rock, it's country. Country came into its own zone. But then you have band like the Gin Blossoms who came out with an album called Congratulations, I'm Sorry.
Dude.
And the album rocks beginning to end, but it has a country vibe to it, right?
Yeah.
But it's poppy and rocky at the same time. And all the famous songs, Follow You Down, As Long As It Matters, great tunes. But there's a song on here that's really good. It's called Not Only Numb. It's more country-esque. It has a country vibe to it in the beginning, but then it rocks out a little bit later, has a little build to it. It got very little radio play. I think it was almost accidental when it got played. The fans will, if you're a fan, you already know that this song is probably one of your favorite songs on the album. This is what I really think is. And it's a deep dive on the acoustic because it just starts off with the acoustic and very little instrumentation.
Right.
And it lets the song build from that momentum right there. And if you haven't heard this, you got to listen to this song. You're going to dig it.
Dude, it is a great song too. And you talk about that acoustic in the beginning and then it kind of comes back again at the beginning of the third verse. It's just, this song has so many good textures and he is such a great singer. Awesome choice.
Yeah.
Awesome choice. All right. So for my first song, I also went to the 90s. So hip hip hooray. I chose Oasis and their very famous album, What's the Story Morning Glory from 1995. Dude, the songs on here are just
I just got
Titanic.
chills thinking of the whole album.
Yeah, dude. It's just Titanic songs. Wonderwall, Champagne Supernova, Don't Look Back in Anger. But I chose my B-side is a song called She's Electric.
Yes.
All right. Now, all of you 90s kids are going to remember this song and you're going to be, that's not a B-side. Yes, it is. All right. It's a B-side, but it is a great song. And I never understood the comparisons this band got with the Beatles until I heard this song. I mean, it has the Beatles bounce. It hits you right from the start. It even has that like Beatlesque chord progression in it. I was blown away by this tune the first time that it was spun for me. The harmonies, the texture, the placement of the signature guitar licks, everything is flawless. I used to cover this one with my brother for years back in the early acoustic days. Good times, dude. On an album with some absolutely killer radio hits, this song is my favorite track.
It's understandable. The harmonies do it for me on this song.
Yeah.
It takes you back to like you almost feel like you're listening to an unreleased Beatles
It does.
song on this.
Yeah, and it's Beatlesque, but it's still got that 90s feel to it.
Yes.
And so, they really captured that. It's a great song.
Even though they don't get along all the time, Noel and Liam really rock out together.
They do,
When they're
man.
on stage together, it's magic.
Well, you get those brother bands. It's always like that, man. I mean, look at the Black
Right.
Crowes. It's the same thing. But those guys are extra. So, yeah, what do you got for number 2? Give us up. What do you
All right,
got
so
here?
This one's not, the album's not a sleeper, but I feel like the song is.
Okay.
I'm going to go to 1990. I'm going to stay in the 90s. I'm going to go to 1995. And I have Radiohead, The Bends.
Oh, dude.
This is the album. Just a quick little synopsis of the album. I feel it's arguably one of the best rock album of the 90s.
Oh,
front
easy.
to back.
Easy.
How it's produced, how the way the guitars come together, it makes you feel a lot of things
It does.
when you're listening. Now, they have The Bends is a great song. High and Dry, Fake Plastic Trees. Everybody knows these songs. But the song Bones on this song, it doesn't get better for my money than that song on this album because Bones comes in with that low end Tom York voice when he hits that low notes and he sings it. And then the guitars come in and the song just explodes into guitars and the drums and the way they play the notes. Even I just get chills. It almost sounds like there's 3 or 4 guitars going at the same time. This song is a total rocker and a sleeper on the rock. It's not just like pop rock. This song could be on a hard rock station.
Oh yeah.
This song is just completely does it for me. If I'm feeling down and I want to get motivated, I play this song.
I feel like Radiohead just like I feel like they injected something into music that is still going on today. And you know what? Does anybody do dynamics better than Tom York? Dude, what a great album and what a great song choice. And I
It
agree with
shows
you.
off his
It's a
vocal
B-side.
range.
Yeah.
From
And
all
he
the
does.
way down here to all the way
Dude.
up here.
Oh yeah, he's got that falsetto. That's awesome. All right, excellent choice. Excellent choice.
Thanks, Chris.
So for my second song, I kind of switched gears and went back in time to 1977. Billy Joel's famous The Stranger album. Dude, this album, in my opinion, is Billy Joel's very best. And man, I mean, the songs on this album, it's just like every song is a hit. Moving Out, Just the Way You Are, Only the Good Die Young, She's Always a Woman. Dude, anyway,
Chock full of hits.
yeah, it just is. So, that this is really Billy Joel's best album, in my opinion. And that's high praise for a man that could not stop writing top 10 radio hits until he chose to retire when I was in college. Every song on this album is a masterpiece, but I chose the song Vienna. It's a song almost no one knows, and it's the best one. I always found it kind of ironic, though, and I'm sure it was intentional with Billy Joel, that it follows Only the Good Die Young because it has exactly the opposite message. Slow down. You got time. Everything's going to be okay. From the trilly piano intro, his voice is just so good. The melody, the accordion solo, the production. Billy Joel knew how to build and sell a song. Less is more, and he knows. And that is why he is a legend. And this is my favorite song of his. And that is a bold statement.
That's a huge statement. I can tell you this when it comes to Billy Joel, especially in this song. Some artists can really give you all they can vocally and make you feel something. They can give you all they can musically with their instrument, piano or guitar. He intertwines the two. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how he plays what he plays while he's singing melodically what he sings. It just
Yeah.
if you can't feel it, there's something you might be dead.
Right. He is a generational talent.
Yes.
He really is. So anyway, yeah, there it is. So what do you got for number 3?
Okay, so number 3, I saved this one for last because, well, they are my favorite band, and it's one of my top 2 favorite bands. It's U2, and in 1991, they dropped a bomb on us called Octung Baby, and nobody had heard anything like this, and it hit. I think this song, when I heard this out, it hit the world on an emotional level that was a complete explosion. And it makes you feel all the feels from beginning to end. It gives you everything.
It really does.
From love to trouble to hate. But you can't help but lament in the song when you're hearing. And the one song in particular is track 6, is So Cruel. Everybody knows all the mysterious ways, and one very overplayed but still a great song.
Dude.
Not even meant to be a pop song, by the way. One wasn't. But So Cruel starts off with this odd guitar sound with the piano playing the bass notes behind it. And all of a sudden, like the first time I heard it, my heart hurt before he even started singing the lyrics. It's like oh my, I was like, oh my heart, like the first time I heard it. And the more I listened to it, I had to listen to it 5 or 6 times in a row to really understand what was going on in this song.
Yeah. Dude, when I was listening to this song, because we listened to each other's songs before the show, I forgot about this tune. And I don't know how I could have forgotten. It is such a great song. Speaking of generational talents, Bono, dude, that guy can sing pretty much better than anyone who's been alive in the last 40 years. I mean, unbelievable, dude.
Yeah.
This guy, and he still sings like a megastar. I actually saw that that concert, that the tour of that at the Vet.
So good.
Dude, I was at the Vet. Dude, you know who they had open for them at that show? Primus.
Yes.
Dude, Primus.
I was there.
Dude, were you there?
I was there.
Cheers. Dude, that was a great show. That was such a good show. Excellent song. Excellent choice, too. So for my third song, now you're probably going to laugh at me for this because I chose Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever. And this to me is one of the quintessential examples of exactly what we were talking about when we formulated this show. You know, it's Tom Petty. Does he have a B-side?
Not really. You're thinking no,
Yeah,
right?
you're thinking no, but yes, he does. And so this is Full Moon Fever was his first solo album, 1989. It caused all kind of drama in the Heartbreakers. But dude, this album has Free Fallin', I Won't Back Down, Running Down a Dream. I mean, we're talking about some really, really good songs. But
You're So Bad?
yeah, dude. I mean, seriously, it's like one after another. Full Moon Fever, dude. If you haven't listened to this album and you're like not a huge Petty fan, or you know, you have to listen to it. It's a monster album, hit after hit. You know, every song is a home run. It's Tom Petty. The guy doesn't know how to write a bad song. He was probably the very best of the modern American songwriters, in my opinion. You know, just because he had so many hits in so many time periods. I mean, 4 decades. So this song is a perfect example of what makes him so special. I chose the song Depending on You. He knows how to write a rock song, man. The guitar riff, the harmonies, the way the drums hit during that catchy chorus. This song, it just gets in your head and it won't leave. But what a welcome guest. I mean, this song, every time I hear it, I'm up. I'm just like, yeah, man.
I think it really, and one of the things about Tom Petty and why I think this is a sleeper on this album, it's a true B-side, it really accentuates who Mike Campbell is to Tom Petty.
It really does.
As a guitar player, that guy is, he gets overlooked and he's very underrated, I feel.
I agree with you.
Because he is one of the most tasteful guitar players because he knows how to write to the song. It's not the other way around. He writes to the lyrics and he writes to the music around him.
He really does. And you know, you can't even imagine Tom Petty without Mike Campbell because I don't think Tom Petty ever did anything without him in his entire life as a musician. I think on all his solo albums, every little thing Tom Petty did, Mike Campbell was right there.
Right-hand man.
Dude, totally agree. Totally agree that he is like the B-side. If B-sides were a person, Mike Campbell is the B-side. Yeah. Well, you know, there's our list, man. 6 tunes. We will post this on social media with a link to the Spotify. You know, I'll make a playlist, and so you can listen to all the songs. Or you can, if you don't have Spotify, you can find them yourself and listen to them. But check these tunes out. Check these artists out. And let us know what you think, man. Hit us up on roosterstone.com and leave a message. Go to Facebook or Instagram and leave us a message there. Go to the YouTube video and comment on us there. But don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to Rooster Stone wherever you find us. And thanks so much. We'll be back with another one of these episodes real soon. Thanks a lot, Tony, for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
Yeah, man, it was a great time. We'll see you all later. And you know what, man? Peace.
Have a great day. Rock on.
One love. Come on over to roosterstone.com, where you can book the band for any event you can imagine. Acoustic, full band, whatever your event may require. You can also email us to take online music lessons at an affordable monthly price. Don't forget to download our original music and like, follow, and subscribe to Rooster Stone across all social media platforms. Keep rocking out at roosterstone.com.